Long ago in the ancient land of Israel, there lived a young man named Solomon, the son of King David and Bathsheba. When his father David grew old and weak, the kingdom needed a new ruler. Among all of David's sons, Solomon was chosen by God to sit upon the throne. When Solomon became king, he was very young and felt unsure of himself. One night, God appeared to him in a dream and said, "Ask for anything you want and I will give it to you." Solomon could have asked for gold, Solomon power, or long life, but he said, "Lord, power or long life. I am young and do not know how to rule. I am young and do not know how to rule. Give me wisdom to lead your people with understanding." God was pleased with Solomon's humble heart. God was pleased with Solomon's humble heart. He said, "Because you did not ask for riches or fame, I will give you great wisdom, and I will also give you wealth and honor." From that day, Solomon became known as the wisest man who ever lived. His name spread across nations, and kings and queens traveled from far away to hear his wisdom. One of the most famous stories that showed Solomon his wisdom was when two women came to him, both claiming to be the mother of a baby. They were arguing and crying, and there was no clear proof who the real mother was. Solomon asked for a sword and said, "Cut the baby in half and give each woman one part." One woman immediately cried out, "No, please give the baby to her. Don't kill him." The other stayed silent. Then Solomon said, "Give the baby to the woman who begged for his life. She is the real mother." Everyone was amazed, and they saw that God's wisdom was in Solomon. Solomon ruled with peace and fairness. Under his leadership, Israel became rich and powerful. He built grand palaces, strong cities, and most importantly, the temple of the Lord in Jerusalem. This temple was the most beautiful building ever seen. Made of gold, cedar wood, and fine stone, it became the holy place, where the Ark of the Covenant rested, and where the people worshipped God. For many years, Solomon followed God faithfully, and where the people, he wrote many wise sayings and songs that are still read today. The book of Proverbs, the Song of Solomon, and Ecclesiastes, he taught people about wisdom, hard work, kindness, and the meaning of life. He said, "Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind." But as the years passed, Solomon's heart began to change. He married many foreign wives from different nations. They brought their own gods and idols into Israel, and Solomon started to build temples for them. His heart was no longer fully devoted to the God of Israel. God was not pleased. He warned Solomon that because he turned away, the kingdom would be divided after his death. Yet for the sake of his father David, because God did not take the kingdom away, during Solomon's lifetime, Solomon reigned for 40 years, his father David. His kingdom was filled with riches and peace, and his wisdom influenced many generations. But in his old age, he felt the emptiness of life. Without full obedience to God, in the book of Ecclesiastes, he wrote words that showed his deep reflection. "Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Everything under the sun is meaningless without God." When Solomon died, his son Rehoboam became king. Just as God had said, the kingdom of Israel was divided. 10 tribes rebelled and formed their own nation. The glory of Solomon's empire slowly faded, but his wisdom and writings remained forever, even today. People remember King Solomon as a man of great glory, of Solomon's empire great power, and also great lessons. His life reminds us that wisdom and success, even today, people remember King Solomon as a man of great wisdom, great power, and